What is going on, fight fans? So today we're going to talk about the loose footwork. And I know I titled it How I Mastered the Loose Footwork in Esports Boxing Club, but I can't really say I mastered it. It's only been 2 days. But amongst the group, I was definitely the one who had a very strong grasp on the loose footwork. Even so much to the point where Rax or Will Kinsler, who's been playing the game for about a year, was kind of taken back by how well I was using it and how flawlessly I was executing my attacks with the loose footwork. So we're going to jump right into it, and I'm going to explain what I did differently that separated me from everyone else when it came to the loose footwork. Let's jump right into it. So you're probably thinking to yourself, what's the difference? Why can't everyone else just activate loose footwork and be good at it? Because it actually, believe it or not, takes some skill. Now, let me explain how it works, and then I'll dive into the differentiator, what separated the way I was using it as opposed to the way someone else was using it. Well, when you click up on the D-pad, the icon goes, the silhouette that's near your name on the tag at the bottom, it goes from grayed out to, or like black to white. When it's white, you're in loose footwork. So you've activated the loose footwork mechanic. Now, at this point, your fighter will move much quicker in terms of his footwork. He's going to be able to kind of be more in a gliding state. Obviously, they still have to push off of their foot whenever you change directions, but they're going to be in a gliding state. So you're moving in the tempo is so changed that you actually have to also change the way you time your movements in the game, right? So you'll go back and you'll go forward and you'll go to the side, to the left, to the right. And that's the basic premise of it. You press up on the D-pad, you go from textbook, just regular, to loose, right? Now, a few things do happen that make loose footwork kind of difficult for some people. For example, the way it works with the game, for you to do a lunge back or a lunge forward, you have to flick on the analog stick. So it's just a quick flick back or a quick flick forward or a quick flick to up or down to go left and right. So like a quick jump, right? But the thing with the loose footwork that made it a little bit difficult for some people, and I realized this when I was using it, is that if you flick, even by accident, what happens is that the animation that they have for everyone doing loose footwork at this time is the hands behind the back kind of movement, right? So you put your hands behind your back and you go backwards. You put your hands behind your back and you go forward with your head forward. You put your hands behind your back, you go left. You put your hands behind your back, you go right. Now, this really tripped up a lot of people because if you press this by accident, you're basically like, oh, hit me right in my face, because I'm literally leaning towards you and my hands are behind my back, and the animation has to finish. It's not like you could just throw a punch off that animation. Until that animation is done, you cannot punch, and that was very dangerous. So a lot of people didn't even like the loose footwork or want to use it because of that. One thing that you had to be when using loose footwork is 100% in control of your analog stick in terms of movement. You cannot accidentally press it too quickly and flick. Everything had to be gradual. I will always gradually move to avoid doing that. After I realized that that's what was happening, I started just gradually moving slowly, making sure I never put myself in a position where I'm putting my hands behind my back. So that's one thing that a lot of people that threw a lot of people off, because lunging back is okay, but lunging back slow, kind of with a slower animation, but your head is also like pushed forward, that was crazy. I hope like they have a lot of other different animations. I really didn't like the hands behind the back animation. I felt so vulnerable. I was getting smacked at the beginning when I was doing that. But there's also the taming. It's almost like you're riding a horse. You control the horse right? But like you can make it move, you can make it stop, you can make it go left and right, but it's almost like you're controlling that horse. You're not the horse, if it makes any sense, because the movement is so fluid and they're constantly doing little like quirks that you don't control the quirks, but you control exactly where you go and how you move and when you enter. Because of that, there's a feeling of like, I don't know if I'm using this right. I don't know if I'm entering myself into this, into this range in the correct way. Am I going to, like, should I punch? Like, there's a taming that goes on with the loose footwork that I was able to kind of get down packed. So one thing I would do is, obviously, rarely would I just be in loose footwork. I would switch between textbook and loose footwork. I used that to my advantage to change my tempo. So when they were focusing on, okay, this is the rhythm, and I would give them 3 rounds or 4 rounds sometimes with just this textbook rhythm, and I'm right in their face. And then I would switch the tempo. Boom, hit loose footwork purposely, because now to them, whatever rhythm that they were getting comfortable with, whatever grooves that they were making in their minds about, oh, this is the fight and this is how I'm going to tackle it, it kind of gets disrupted. Oh, whoa, where's he going? What is he doing? I start moving. Whoop, whoop, whoop. One thing that I was able to realize is that with loose footwork, you stop on a dime. So if I'm moving to my left and then I move quickly to my right, but controlled, not like this. I have to be like this. Move quickly to my right to make sure I don't flick. I move quickly to my right. He'll stop on a dime and move. Like boom, whoo, whoo, same thing. Boom, this way. Boom, boom, move back, right? And yes, they do different quirks and stuff, but you know that stop on a dime is going to help you change directions quickly when you're in alpha footwork. So one thing I would do is I would hit alpha footwork, move away. Now I'm moving away in such speed, and the other person, they're not hitting alpha footwork, so they're moving with textbook, so they're trying to get to me, right? I will move away, then I will move towards them, and then I would change directions. So because of the fluidity, I will move away, right? Get them to start moving forward to have that feeling of moving forward. So I will move back, whoop, whoop, they'll move forward. I'll stop on a dime, move towards them, and they're already in that motion where they're moving forward. I will stop on a dime and move to my left, but ensuring that I'm doing it slight on the analog, not super slight, but slight enough that I don't catch the animation of putting my hands behind my back. So I will move forward, stop on a dime, spin around them. Once I spin around, I'll hit them with a 3-punch combo. Boom, 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 but keep spinning. So it's like I'm just going bang, I'm going bang, 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 and I'm still spinning. Once I spin kind of away from them, I also stop on a dime, move back, stop on a dime, move back around, then bang, bang, bang again, stop on a dime, move back. All while being in complete control of the analog stick, not flicking it too fast to ensure that animation doesn't activate, because the animation is actually pretty slow, plus leaves you vulnerable. As long as you make sure that animation doesn't activate, you're stopping on a dime and moving in a very fluid way. And a person who's textbook, it's a much tougher task for them, because they're not moving at the rate that you're moving. They're not moving at the speed that you're moving, right? I also didn't see any stamina penalty for alpha footwork, which to me was like, all right, cool, I'm definitely using this. There's no stamina penalty. Even though stamina was kind of broken anyways, there wasn't really stamina like issues at all regardless. But I didn't see anything moving from the alpha footwork, from the loose footwork, which I loved. That was one of the things that I would do with loose footwork. I would also be in the pocket in textbook. You think I'm in textbook because I was in textbook the whole time, and I would hit combinations, and then I would press loose footwork, throw a few more punches, bang, bang, and then I would spin around. spin around them. Now I'm moving so quickly, spinning, then move back, stop on a dime, move back. Now this throws everything off because they'll start punching and I'm gone. They'll start punching and I'm literally gone. That's why when people ask me, oh, can Lomachenko kind of be in this game? You kind of could be like Lomachenko, but it will be with alpha loose footwork. I keep saying alpha loose footwork, and you have to be quick when you're doing your stuff. You have to be quick, and it's not gonna be exactly like him where you could go like directly like on a T side or on a T position. It's not gonna be like that, but it's gonna be somewhat close. You know, you can move and move. But really, the whole thing is understanding exactly what you are doing, not just using it, you know, nonchalantly. If you use it nonchalantly, you're gonna get smacked up because it's literally you have to tame it. It's like you're taming the movement, right? Even though they're not moving unless you're moving, but because it's so fluid the way they move, you do feel like there's a taming thing that you're doing where you don't want to float or kind of move yourself into a punch or anything like that. You're trying to be smart. So sometimes I will move in to goad them in, and then once they come in, I'll just step to my right, you know, or step to my left, whichever one I felt was the most comfortable at the time. Step to my right, they'll come in, bam, bam, body, boom, straight, boom, just like that. And the escape always felt comfortable because if I wasn't in the pocket, pop, 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 I could just get away because I was moving so much faster than they were because I had loose footwork. And also, if people wanted to trap me, one thing that I would definitely do, because King Juice loved to try to cut off the ring, one thing that I would definitely do is I would go from textbook to loose footwork to textbook to loose footwork, literally just trying to cross your wires in your mind, right? So I would just literally start stepping back, boom, 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 and they're coming for me. Then I switch to loose footwork. Then I'll do stop on a dime, stop on a dime, stop on a dime, stop on a dime. And one cool thing is he'll just go whoop, 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 whoop. Then I'll break this way, wham, 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 wham. Break, go to textbook, step back, step forward, loose footwork, step back super quickly. Now they're like, oh, they had a timing. They thought they were gonna get to me, but now I'm gone. So they timed, oh, they see the entry. They're about to get there into range, but now I'm pulling away because I'm moving so quickly. It's one of those things where once you get it, man, it's super magical. And I still can't forget that fight that I had with King Juice. And I was using Joe Louis, he was using Rocky Marciano. And that's when I first fully showcased how amazing the loose footwork could be. And then everyone was like, wow, we did not know that you can do it. Like, you can do this and be this successful and do all these different things with loose footwork. Thank you for letting us see this. And I think a lot of people were very excited to see that because they saw more depth. The game just became deeper. It was already deep, but now it's deeper. Now there's this element to it. Because at first people thought that it was, I could use it, but kind of gimmicky. And then I showed how useful it truly is. But yeah, man, it is a cool thing. According to Ash, it appears that from what Ash says, the risk reward is that your hits hurt more when you're in loose footwork, but getting hit does more damage. So you create more damage, but you take more damage too. And that's the risk reward that happens with loose footwork. But one good thing is that loose footwork has the tools to make sure that you really don't get hit, as long as you're that one step ahead of your opponent. All right, guys, hopefully this video helps you guys understand how I differentiated myself, what was so different between me and the other content creators when it came to loose footwork. I know a lot of people are asking me questions like, what's the difference? Why couldn't they do it? Like, isn't it just pressing up on the D-pad? It is, but it's also understanding how to use it in a way where it actually creates momentum, offensive momentum, and it becomes a really smart defensive tool at the same time. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. And of course, till the next one, peace out.